Gosvami. He's an urban mystic and spiritualist. Sukavani, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today, sir?
I am still alive, and how are you doing?
I'm also doing well. Thanks for joining us this morning, and I trust you're well.
Still alive.
Still alive?
Yeah.
So, the description you have, or should I say the title you carry, is an urban mystic.
Urban mystic.
Urban mystic.
Yeah.
What's that?
Basically, what is a mystic? A mystic is someone that understands the mysteries of life. A mystic is not someone that I can make you to appear or disappear here. No, that is not a mystic. A mystic is someone that understands the depth of the mysteries of life, which is to bring to light the occultic knowledge that is hidden. So an urban mystic, meaning a modern person that gives the knowledge of the mysteries of life that is not easily available to people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say the occultic knowledge,
Yeah.
what is occultic knowledge?
Any knowledge that is hidden is an occultic knowledge. Like right now, your body is clothed. My body is clothed.
Yeah.
So what is the part of my body that is hidden? The genitals. That is the part that is hidden.
Yeah.
So that part there, that is an occultic knowledge. So any knowledge that is hidden, not easily available to people, that is occultic knowledge.
But why is it important for people to have occultic knowledge?
It is very, very important because occultic knowledge forms part of life. Just like you go to bed. What is the mystery surrounding you sleeping? When you're sleeping, your eyes are closed. You're basically, when your eyes are closed, you are seeing yourself in a form of darkness. And in that darkness, you are doing something, which is you are dreaming. Why do you dream? What is influencing you to dream? What is influencing you to see the different people that you see when you're dreaming? Now, that is occultic knowledge. And that is why we're here in Ghana teaching this knowledge to the people on the 27th of April, which is tomorrow, at Osu, the Hindu Cultural Center.
Okay. So let me just explore this with you. When we sleep, what happens spiritually?
So basically,
based on what you know.
Okay. Let me counteract that question like this. What is consciousness? It's a question to you. What do you think is consciousness?
Being aware of your environment.
Okay. So how do you become aware of your environment? So basically, to be aware of your environment is based on your experience, isn't it? Without an experience, can you be aware? Whatever it is you are aware of right now is what you are experiencing, isn't it? So now that is consciousness. Consciousness is the natural biography of every modern man. Why? Because we experience life. How we relate to life is based on the experiences that we make out of life. Now, this is the awareness and this is the consciousness, because if I say close your eyes, you close your eyes. What are you experiencing when your eyes is closed? Darkness, right? Now, in that darkness, there is also something that is going on, which is your mind is the same. Even though all these letters that are here, you can read them, but when you still close your eyes, you can still directly say, this is where this letter is, this is where this letter is.
Yes.
So how are you able to do that?
Because you have a memory, a photographic memory of that.
Because we have a photographic memory of that. Now, where is this photographic memory coming from? The consciousness, which is where the consciousness is the seat of your awareness, which is the seat of all the experiences that you are having right now. And this is what we are teaching. And that is why I'm inviting you also to come on the 27th of April, tomorrow, for the program at Osu.
Okay. When we say palm reading, what exactly does that mean?
Palm reading. Palmistry is just like one point, one branch of the tree of divination. So the tree of divination is a very vast, big, gigantic tree. Now, palmistry is just one branch of that tree of divination. Now, you must understand that in this universe, since time immemorial, humans have been anxious, curious to know what lays ahead of them. What is it that they are running from in the past that is laying ahead of them, and hence they're anxious about it? What is my future? What is going to happen to me tomorrow? Where am I going to be tomorrow? So because of this anxiety and this anxiousness, the Creator has give a knowledge to those that are enlightened about the knowledge, and that knowledge is the knowledge of divination. And where he says that for every man there is also it is also written on the body of every man what it is that is going to be the obstacle, what it is that is going to be the future of the individual, what time is going to bring for the person. Now, one portion of that is through palmistry, which is the lines on your hand, in your hands, are not just there coincidentally. You know, there's a reason why the lines are there. You know, there's a reason why the lines on your hand and the lines in the hand of a monkey is not the same. But now, can we say that a person that does not have a hand, because palmistry simply means the science of reading the palm.
Yes.
So a person that does not have a palm, does the person not have a future? He has a future. Now, where is it written? It is written on the forehead.
I see.
Yeah.
So forehead, palms, parts of your body.
These are all just one branch of the tree of divination, which is very big, gigantic tree, you know. And fortunately, I'm a student of all the trees of divination. So
Tree of divination.
yeah.
Okay. Now, why is it important for people to know their future?
It is very, very.
Because I know people who say, tomorrow will come. Either I'm here or I'm not. Do I need to know what happens tomorrow?
Yeah, it is important to know. Why? Because it helps you to be prepared. If you are not, if you don't know what it is that is coming, it is very difficult for you to be prepared for it, and it catches you by surprise. Do you know why people suffer? The reason why people suffer is because certain things come to them surprisingly, unexpectedly, then they lament. But when you know what is coming already, the ability to lament or to really get that to make you stressed is very little. You know, but so that is why people need to know what is coming ahead, so that it helps them to be able to process it, whatever trauma, whatever negativity, you know, before it finally happens. They are able to, okay, it's happened. Okay, I'm expecting it anyway. Imagine, for example, let's say you are about to meet a guest. They already told you that somebody is coming to meet you, but this person does not have a good intention towards you. And when the person comes and start acting, are you so startled by the action of the person? No, you're not. Why? Because you already know.
You have prior knowledge.
Right. So now if a person comes to meet you and you are not aware of where the person is coming from or for the genuine intention of the person, then everything the person does disturbs you. Why is this person behaving like, why? But when you know already before time, okay, let him finish and then he goes. That is what we're teaching.
Interesting. Okay. So are there specific signs that you look for in reading your palm?
Every individual's palm is not the same.
You don't say?
It is a fact. We all have the same fingers, the same palms and everything, but the lines are not the same. Why? Because the destiny is not the same. Now, what is the destiny? It is nothing but an accumulation of the good and the bad that one has done in their previous past life. That is what is destiny. You know, there is nothing as, and what is basically that? Destiny simply means time. That is all. It is in my time that I'm going to be meeting with you today. Why? That is what you call destiny. 2 years ago, if you were told, hey, you know what, you're going to be talking to Sukadeva today, will you believe it? Oh, no, we're Sukadeva. But look at it. Time has brought me and you together, and we are functioning on this time. And when that time is over, I'm going to go, you're going to go your own way. If it so happened that we're going to meet again, we'll still meet again. Now, that is destiny. Now, that destiny is not the same for everybody. Everybody you are going to meet in every day of your life is not the same. The people you meet today, it's not the same people you're going to meet tomorrow. Even though it looks like the faces are similar, but it is not the same event, the same action, or the same thing that is going to play out. And that is the beauty of palmistry and every other science of divination that I teach.
And is it available to study for everybody?
Not everyone can study it.
Why?
Because not everyone has the patience. Not everyone. See, if
Destiny is a matter of time.
Yeah.
But people don't have patience to study.
That is a fact. Destiny is a matter of time, but people don't even have that patience to wait for the destiny to manifest. Don't you see the irony of that? Destiny is time. That is a fact. But people are very much impatient. Why? Because they are trying to get what other people have and not waiting for their own turn. When you don't wait for your turn, then what's going to happen? Time, the other side of time, will do what? Will play. There's two sides of time. There's the kala and there's the akala.
What does that mean?
Meaning there's the positive side of time and there's the negative side of time.
So which one is color? Which one is that color?
Color is what is happening right here. I waited my turn. That is why I'm talking to you.
Okay.
If I started rushing you before my turn, will you be comfortable talking to me now?
No.
That is our color.
I see. I see. And for these for the palmistry, how accurate are the readings? Is it always exactly what it is?
First of all, let me make it clear. Palmistry is not a proven science. It is a pseudoscience.
Pseudoscience.
Yeah. And a palmist is not a person that changes the destiny of a person. It's just a person that helps people understand the destiny so that they know how to prepare for it. So if you're going to meet me, if you're going to come and meet me come read my palm for me, don't expect me to do a magic for you. I'm not a magician. I'm just a palmist, which means that I help you to understand what is if someone is tied with a rope. Now if you help the person to understand how the rope is tied and they can know how to unloose and untie the rope themselves, that is what a palmist is. Not a person that does abracadabra or I will solve all your life problem. No. Just help you understand your life problem and know how you can now work one-on-one to solve it yourself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So is this practice of palmistry magic or occultism?
It is occultic. Just like I said, it is a hidden knowledge. It's not knowledge that is easily available to people. Why? If you go to if a doctor is going to treat you, the knowledge of the doctor is hidden knowledge. So that is also an occultic knowledge.
But the knowledge of a doctor is available and open to all.
No, it's not open to all.
Are you sure?
A doctor that is going to open your brain and treat you, if that knowledge is not open to all.
Yes.
You have to pass through a certain group of people that has that knowledge for them to reveal that knowledge to you.
To teach you.
That is occultic knowledge. Do you understand? That is occultic knowledge. Anything that you have to go seek, inquire secretly to learn is occultic knowledge. Knowledge that is not easily available. So that is also occultic. So is this easily available to people to learn? No. People can read a book. Reading a book does not make you an occultic person. Reading a book on palmistry does not make you a palmist. Just as reading a book on vision and prophecies does not make you a prophet. You need to pass to the right source. So yeah, it's not easily available to people. And if one is destined for it, then yes, it becomes open to them.
Okay. And does it involve sacrifice as you are being made to believe when it comes to matters of occultism?
Okay, there are two types of occult. There is the gross occult and there is the occult in goodness. Actually, every science have three sides.
Every science?
Every science, every knowledge have three sides, and every practice that everybody does have three sides. You have the positive, the negative, and extremely ignorant side. The positive, the negative, and the extremely ignorant side.
Explain each.
So basically, a positive knowledge is that knowledge that when you get it, it helps uplift the consciousness and uplift the intelligence and uplift the soul to be able to live in unison with everybody. Not saying that this is my enemy or this is but seeing everybody in unison. And a negative knowledge is a knowledge that when you get it, it helps you think, start projecting loudly that this is an enemy, this person is thinking very bad about me, so let me do something to counteract what the person is thinking about me. And extremely ignorant knowledge is that knowledge that is being given whereby, okay, I need to do some sacrifice to be able to have power over people.
That's extremely ignorant.
It is extremely ignorant.
Why is that?
Because power is the downfall of every human being.
Power.
Yeah. Any man that wants to have power, which is to control a person, that person is simply closer to more mental stress, mental illusion, than being free. It's not free.
The bit to control others destroys you.
But of course, it's not freedom. It makes you more bound. You become nothing but a puppet of the activities and the actions of the people. But when you have that real knowledge, which is the knowledge we are trying to teach through, which is on the 27th, on April 27th in Osu, the Hindu Cultural Center, when you have this knowledge that we are trying to teach, then you understand. See, to have power, you must be ready to not have it.
Explain.
It simply means that when you understand that life is simply an illusion, which is you are seeing me right now, but are you really seeing me? No. You're only seeing the body. The body is like this, the body is like that. Even seeing me right now, you are seeing that I'm sitting down, isn't it? But am I really sitting down? According to the way the eye interprets it, I am actually upside down. But your mind is doing what? Translating it to be what? Upright. And you're hearing my voice right now. But what are you really hearing right now? That's all. Noise. But coordinated noise that your mind is interpreting to mean what? Okay, this is what he's saying. This is what he's saying. This is what he's meaning. But if you look at it, if you just remove it out of the frequency, it's just nothing but just noise. Now, when you have that knowledge that helps you to see reality as it is, you are the most blissed out person in the world. But when you have when you have knowledge that helps you to think that, oh, this someone is my enemy, I'm gonna destroy him, you are bound. Because what is happening there now, you are bound by the impulses and the urges of the negative side of the mind. The mind is a good thing. The mind is a very good thing. But when we don't understand it, it becomes an enemy that kills you.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So, when you read poems and the revelations are bad, how does the person avert it?
There is nothing that is bad.
Sorry?
There is nothing that is bad. Whether the news is a good news or is a bad news, there is nothing that is bad. Now you can ask, like, why is that so? It is important that you hear the bad news so that it can prepare you to push yourself to the next stage of your life. Just as suffering. Is suffering bad or suffering good?
Suffering?
Yeah.
It's a stage of life needed.
It's a stage of life needed. So, will you say to me that if you've not, wherever you are right now, for you to be here, you need to suffer to get here? Why do we suffer? We suffer because we don't want to let go of the ego. The ego is what suffers, not the individual. And because why the ego suffers? Because the ego is what identifies itself to things. If I have this phone and I lose this phone, then I start crying, oh, my phone has gotten lost. Oh, somebody took my phone. But it's just a phone. It is not you that was taken, but because of the memory that we've shared with the phone, the memory which is the attachment, that is what makes people suffer.
So if you detach yourself from everything material, you are the most powerful person?
But of course, if you detach yourself from everything material and you are truthful and sincere, there's no one you are equal to. You are a divine being. You are a divine being. Why do people cry when somebody dies?
Because I've always thought about this, and
Yeah.
maybe I can explore this with you.
Yeah.
Some of the most successful people, and if you look at their trajectory of life, people rise to become leaders, millionaires, billionaires. They gain a lot of wealth, but they are willing to let it go.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Philanthropy, they're giving everywhere.
That's a fact. Because the more you have, the more the anxiety increases. The less you have, the less anxiety you have. That's a fact.
So you must be willing to gain and have the same ability to lose.
Then you have more.
If you have the ability to lose, you gain more.
But of course. But if you are wanting to only gain, then what is going to happen? You will lose. What is fear? What is failure?
You tell me.
Failure is simply nothing but success in disguise. And what is success? Success is simply nothing but failure in disguise. If you chase too much after success, you're going to fail. If you run after failure and you are happy with your failure, definitely you're going to be successful. This is the law of life. It is the law of the universe. So people, I want to be successful. Oh no, you are actually making yourself a failure. Because everyone that becomes a success today, somewhere down the line is going to become a failure.
You must be ready for that.
But of course. So it is necessary. So when people don't want to hear bad news, it's like they don't want to listen to life. What is the most important thing about your life? Do you know? Pain. Pain is actually the most strongest thing of your life. Why? Pain is your inheritance. But why don't people want pain? Do you know why?
Pain is your inheritance.
But of course.
How so?
Were you born happy?
As in the first action was cry.
Yeah.
Cry of pain?
Yeah. Your mother, was she drinking a champagne or drinking a bottle of vodka when she was giving birth to you?
But when I arrived, everybody was happy to see
Oh
you.
no, they were laughing at your foolishness.
How so?
But of course, because a child is born and is crying, he's helpless, and everybody's looking at him. Oh, look at this helpless one. They're laughing at him. They're not celebrating with the child.
Are you sure?
But of course, you should look at life the way it is. Then you understand it. Death is what frees you. You see, when you are born, people were laughing. When you die, people are what? Crying. That is the reality of your life. So when a woman is pregnant and she's giving birth to a child, she's not comfortable and the child is coming out of her body. No. Even if she does a CS to bring the child out of the body, she needs to experience the pain. Running away from pain is what cuts us off from the reality of life. Pain is important because it is our birthright. It is the only thing that is real.
What about love?
Love. What is love? Love is simply nothing but it's just compassion. That is what is love.
Does it also come with pain?
To be compassionate, you must be able to bear pain. Of course. Because, see, the love, when you talk about love, let us explore this a little bit, my brother. And to everybody that is listening, I'm inviting you again to come on the 27th of April, for the program that is happening.
I like how you always come on that.
So I'm inviting all of you to come. So if you want to learn more, please come. Let us talk about love. You see, the love that people understand is the romantic love, which is a love that is centered around the genitals. That's a fact. If there's no love centered around the genitals, if you remove the genitals away from the equation and you just see the love, then it becomes what? Compassion. So the genuine love that people are really looking for is simply nothing but what? Compassion. And when there is no compassion between a man and a woman, then the relationship does not last. There are 4 things that makes a relationship to last. Do you know that?
Mention for me.
Finance, communication, the sexual relationship, and compassion. If these 4 is not there,
finance, communication, the sex, and then
compassion.
Yeah.
If these 4 is not there, the marriage is not going to last. Even if the sex is not there, and there's compassion, the marriage can still last.
Okay. When there's no money.
But yes, good luck. See, good luck is something that is very, very important. This is what makes people to cheat in their relationship or go outside of their relationship and everything. Nobody wants to stay with a person that they don't receive good luck. It's a fact. If I stay with you for 10 minutes or 50 minutes and there's nothing that is coming out of it, it's natural in the human cycle. Let me take some step outside of this. But when there is compassion, all right, let me tolerate. It may not be there now, but in the long run, in time, it may come. So these are the 4 legs of marriage. If one of these is affected, the marriage is not going to last. So when people come to meet me for palm reading, these are one of the things that we look for. When people come, okay, I want to get married to this person. So first, one of the things we check is, are you guys compassionate enough to be with each other? Because when people are fighting, when husband and wife is fighting, do you know what it takes for a person to fight? It's strong. It's strong. And what does it take to be able to ignore what has been said? It's compassion.
Can you be miserly and still love someone?
No, you can't be.
You don't give,
no.
but you say you love the person.
No. Some people are naturally miserly by nature. Miserliness is a weakness of the mind.
Really?
Yeah, it's a weakness of the mind. It's not intelligent. Oh, I'm very smart. No, it's a weakness of the mind. A person that is miser actually loses more than gain.
Than the spendthrift?
Yeah. Don't you see that the most joyful people in the world are the ones that their hand is open? But those ones that hold on to, they're the ones that don't forgive easily. They're the ones that are always easily provoked to anger and everything like that. But the ones that their hand is always open, their heart is clean. Meaning that they don't hold on to grudges towards people.
Yeah.
So yeah, a miser person is a foolish person.
Oh?
Yes.
We are in trouble. Okay. Someone is asking a question. It's a listener. Says, Francis, very interesting guest you have in the studio. Is he Ghanaian?
No. I'm a Nigerian.
Oh, you're Nigerian?
Yeah.
Your name doesn't sound Nigerian.
Yes, it doesn't sound Nigerian.
Is it an adopted name?
No, it's my birth name.
Birth name?
Yeah. So basically, I'm a Nigerian, but I live in Mauritius. And Mauritius is a community full with a lot of the the Asian culture is more full in Mauritius. And my fathers and my mothers, they kind of like gave birth to me around the Hindu community and Hindu sect and everything like that. So basically from childhood, I've interacted with this religion and traveled wide and far. So yeah, that's where the name come from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How well do you know your family history?
To the best of my knowledge.
How many generations?
7 generation.
7.
Yeah.
Are you still exploring more?
But of course, I am. I am the 7th of my family generation. Do you know how many? What in your family lineage down? What number are you?
If my family number is down.
If you're in your family lineage down, what number are you?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, I am the 7th in my ancestral lineage. From my great grandfather down to my father, I am the 7th.
Yes.
What number are you?
For me,
Yeah.
I think I'm the number 6.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me tell you one secret. How successful you are financially is not as a result of God's blessing.
It's because of what?
As a result of your ancestors. If you are struggling right now, it is because your ancestors were very wealthy in the past.
Wealthy.
Yeah. And they've misused finance. And it always happened that 7 generation, 12 generation down the lineage are wealthy, 7 generation down the lineage are poor. It's a universal law.
And that hasn't changed?
It doesn't change.
Cannot be affected,
No.
cannot be impacted by you, the individual?
No. So if you are the 6th in your ancestral lineage, which means that your lineage before you, someone before you, they must have struggled financially. Which means if you are the 6th, so your lineage now will start getting financially stable, and then your children become financially stable, and you continue for 7 lineage, and then after that, it goes down again.
And it's a cycle that can never be disturbed.
That's how it has always been.
Cannot be altered.
It has always been like that. It only becomes altered if the people live a life of truthfulness and sincerity. When there is no truthfulness and sincerity, then there is always a problem. The reason why we suffer the most is because of what? Why do we get angry? Why do we get angry with somebody? Why? Because we are trying to protect a certain lie that we've said. If someone speaks to us, oh, why do you speak against my lie? No, I need to protect my lie. Whatever it is, we are trying to justify in our head. It's
But if
simply
it's the truth you've spoken,
it's
you're fine.
your truth is also a lie.
How is my truth a lie?
But of course, because to you, the perception is, this is my truth. But then to another person's perception, it is a lie.
But is truth not universal?
Truth is not universal.
It's subjective?
It is subjective. You know why? Because of the intelligence.
Whose intelligence?
Our intelligence. You see, the nature of the intelligence is like a knife or a razor blade. The intelligence is busy cutting. We cut ideas. What I like, I accept it. What I don't like, I don't. So our intelligence, we are busy using the intelligence to cut ideas, to cut words, to cut language, to cut things. And based on that, we are not able to really see the reality, which is the supreme truth as it is.
So is reality the absence of intelligence?
If
I'm not busy cutting?
If you are not busy cutting, you are the most chilled person in the world.
Most stilled?
Chilled person in the world. You're the most happy.
You worry about nothing?
Yeah. But when you are busy cutting, we are busy dissecting. The nature of the intelligence is to dissect. So right now, I'm even speaking. I don't know the number of people that is listening to me right now, but all of them is also busy dissecting what I'm saying. Okay, maybe he meant like this. Maybe this is what he's saying. Maybe this is what he's saying. So we are busy dissecting what people say. And because we are so busy dissecting what people say, we are far away from our true identity, our true self. And we are not chilled.
How does anyone know their purpose in life?
You don't know it. You just arrive at it.
Would you ever know?
We don't know our purpose. We just arrive at it. I'm doing this right now. I know that, this is what you're going to be doing. No, I just arrive at it. That is what time brings to you. Just as, can you really forgive a person? No, you can't.
Why?
Because forgiveness is not something like a switch that, okay, I've forgiven you. No, that is a pretension, a lie we say to ourselves. You arrive at forgiveness.
How so?
Because time suits it for you. Whatever pain someone has done to you, whatever word someone has said to you, it is time that helps you to time helps you to forget it. You know, so you don't decide that I'm gonna forgive this person. It's a lie. Even if you say I'm gonna forgive it, once upon a time in the course of your journey, the mind is gonna bring about. Do you know what this person said to you this time? And then the emotion is gonna rouse up again. So, but with time, we let go. So forgiveness is not something we attain. Some forgiveness is something that we arrive at. So destiny is also the same thing. Everything about life is also the same thing. Purpose.
But life is about choices, no?
No, life is not about choice.
What is it about?
Life is simply following what time brings to you. What is choice? Does anybody think they have a choice about anything? Nobody has a choice. Nobody has any free will. That is the illusion or the lie we say to ourselves to suit ourselves.
Nobody has the power to choose.
What power do we have? I can say, okay, okay.
But you can decide what to wear today, what to drink,
that is the illusion.
what to eat,
That is the illusion.
where to go.
That is the illusion.
How is not illusion?
It's simply nothing but the ramblings of the mind. See, what is the nature of the mind? The nature of the mind, when the mind is not properly guided, is that the mind likes to dig its teeth into bones. So it likes to solve problems. Without problems, human existence seems a bit stale and boring.
Mm-hmm.
So there need to be a problem for you to keep solving. And that problem is created by what? By mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Sukadeva is wearing this day. If I decide to walk in naked here, you're going to run away from me. It's like, is it okay? Isn't it? Why? Because of what? The intelligence is busy dissecting. This is a real person. This is according to what the society likes. This is what the society does not like. So when we talk about choice, there's no one that actually make any choice.
Really?
It's a fact. Whatever it is you are doing right now, it's not because you chose to do it. It is what is there in the timeline of your life to be doing. And after that time as it finishes, you're going to be doing something else.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you say death, you view death as freedom.
But of course, that is the only freedom you have. Why are people afraid of death?
So we don't control when we arrive or when we leave.
No. There's only one. Let's put it this way. You don't decide who your parents are going to be.
Of course.
At the same time, you don't decide how your bone structure is going to be.
Who decides then? If it's not us, who?
Your past activities. Like right now, this conversation we are having right now is a metamorphosis. It is metamorphizing into something, which continues to metamorphize and continues to metamorphize and continues to metamorphize into something. And this is all stored in the universe. How you are listening to me right now, how you are either accepting or understanding it, is stored and recorded in the universe. Now, if you stored and understand it in a negative way, it is also there in the universe. And for that, you also have to pay. So everything in life is basically on and on, off and on in a metamorphose. And that is also the same thing with death. The reason why people are afraid of death is not because death is painful. It's because they don't want to lose their memory. Death is the thief that comes to steal your memory. That is why people are afraid of death. Like if I have this phone, what makes this phone beautiful? Because I'm able to freeze memory. I'm able to freeze time by taking a picture. And then do what? Recollect it. But then when death comes, death snatches away all the memory. If I've told you that we've met before, will you believe it? No, this is the first time I'm meeting you, but we've met before. But what happened? You've died, I've died, so we've forgotten that we've met before. Why? Because the memory of that meeting has been lost. That is what death does. And it is needed because...
So how many times do we live?
We've been living since time immemorial, my friend.
So how then do we know that we've been here before? Does that knowledge ever come to us?
But of course, through your dreams. You dream, you see some places in your dream you've never been before. You see some things in your dream you've never seen before. You see yourself talking to people that you don't know, but they are talking so casually with you, and you are so casual with them. It's part of what? Some fragment of your past life memories that is coming to replay itself back again. You've gone to places...
And it was all here on Earth?
But of course.
Or in the cosmic
sometimes
universe?
in different dimension of reality. Yeah, sometimes. But all here. All here.
All here on Earth?
Yeah. But because this Earth is nothing but a layer on layers of dimension. Just like your body. If I tell you that your soul is in your body and your consciousness is in your body, and your mind is in your body, and your intelligence is in your body, be like, okay, yeah, it's understandable, but how do you assess it? Do you know how many layers of flesh you need to pass through to be able to get to the bone? A lot of layers. Now, do you know how many layers of flesh you need to cut open to be able to see that the finiteness that is of the consciousness that is inside? It's too much. When a baby is to come out of the mother's womb, let's use that as an example. Sorry for the graphicness, but if a baby is coming out of the mother's womb, how many layers of flesh does the doctor cut to be able to remove the baby through the cesarean section? 7 layers of flesh, which means what? Your body is nothing but a compression of another body upon bodies upon bodies upon bodies upon bodies. So we have multiple bodies, and these multiple bodies are doing multiple things. The body you are using to talk to me right now is not the body you are using to think. It's another body that you are using to think inside. It's also not the same body when you go to bed and you're going to be sleeping. It's not the same body. So if you understand the different multivariousness of the layers of body, then you can understand the multidimensional existence that is happening simultaneously with us.
Okay. If we go like this, we'll be here till midnight. But you have an event coming up tomorrow.
Yes, I have.
What's the event about?
It's an event to be able to help people to connect to their past, understand their past. You see, people suffer because of the past. And because of the lack of knowledge of the past, people are suffering. So the event that we're doing tomorrow is an event on meditation, whereby with guided meditation, we're able to help people to connect to their past life, see what it is they have done in their past life, and be able to accept the presence of what is happening to them right now for them to be able to move forward in their life. So we are inviting everybody to come. It is open for everybody. It's free for everybody. So please come.
It's free?
Yeah.
What time does the event start?
Starting from 4 p.m. in the evening.
How long is the event?
I'm keeping that open.
It could go till you're tired.
I'm keeping that open.
Okay.
Until how far you are ready to explore the depth of your mind. Yeah.
How since you've raised that point,
Yeah.
do you think on a regular we explore the full potential of our being?
No, we don't. We don't. What we know is a river. What we don't know is a vast ocean. So we don't. The mind is a vast ocean. If you are ready to explore and accept your darkness, then you start understanding the beginning of your life. If you're not yet ready to explore and understand your darkness, then you've not started.
And is it by seeking?
Yeah. That is the beginning. Seeking. Asking. What is the purpose of my existence? What am I supposed to do? Someone might be doing this and still not be happy inside because there's a yearning. I'm supposed to be doing something different.
But what is happiness?
Happiness is a high. I don't want people to be happy because happiness is a high. It's just like when you take a drug, you get high, but then what happened after some minute? You become sad. Let me tell you one secret. If you are happy today, 2 days time you'll be very sad. And if you are sad today,
why 2 days time?
it is the natural sequence of life.
48 hours.
Yes, it's the natural sequence. And if you are very, very sad today, look at it. A few days back, you were very happy.
Why?
It is the natural sequence of life because happiness is a high. It goes up and it comes down. It's just like when a person takes a drug or takes some alcohol, and then you get to that point whereby you are, how do you call it? Hangover. When the hangover is happening, it's not very nice. That is happiness. What I want people to be is joyful. Because joyfulness is the state of the consciousness, is the state of the mind. Which means what? You are in the now. You're not thinking too much about the future. You're not thinking too much about the past. You're just here. Just here now. Then you're happy. You are connected.
You are joyful.
You are joyful, sorry. Because what? You are connected to people. Yes, we use that word too much because it is a normal word that is used. But joyfulness is the natural state of the consciousness, not happiness.
Okay. I know you have other commitments elsewhere, but
Yes,
I thank
I
you
do.
for your time this morning for joining us.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Sukavani Sukadeva Gosvami.
Yes.
Thanks for your time.
The universe bless you. And
Bless
thank you
too.
very much.
Thank
Bye.
you too for joining us
Merci.
here on the show. Okay, this has been interesting.